Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another fascinating coin to explore. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rich history, unique design details, and surprising facts that every collector should know. We'll take a close look at its history, mintage, silver content, key features, collectible value, and what makes it special in the world of coin collecting. The 1956 Franklin half dollar is one of the most recognized silver coins in United States numismatic history. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin carries the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1956 on the obverse. The portrait featured on the front is that of Benjamin Franklin, one of America's most influential founding fathers, inventor, diplomat, scientist, and writer. Designed by John R. Sinek, the Franklin half dollar was first introduced in 1948 and continued to be minted until 1963. The 1956 issue represents a mature period of the series and remains highly popular among collectors due to its historical significance, silver content, and connection to Benjamin Franklin. The obverse design presents a right-facing portrait of Franklin with remarkable detail. The word Liberty stretches around the upper rim, while In God We Trust appears along the lower left side. The date 1956 is displayed prominently beneath the portrait. Franklin's image symbolizes wisdom, innovation, and public service. Unlike many American coins that feature presidents, the Franklin half dollar honors a founding father whose contributions to the creation and development of the United States remain legendary. Collectors often admire the sharp details found in Franklin's hair, facial features, and coat when examining well-preserved examples. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic Liberty Bell, one of the most important symbols of American freedom and independence. Beside the bell is a small eagle, included to satisfy legal requirements that half-dollar coins feature an eagle. The inscriptions United States of America and half dollar surround the design, while E Pluribus Unum appears above the Liberty Bell. The bell itself symbolizes liberty and the birth of the American nation, making the reverse design both patriotic and historically meaningful. Many collectors focus on the bell lines when grading Franklin half dollars, as fully visible bell lines can significantly increase a coin's desirability and value. The 1956 Franklin half dollar was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while Denver issues feature a D mint mark on the reverse. Millions of examples were produced, ensuring that the coin remains relatively accessible to collectors today. Despite its substantial mintage, high-grade examples with exceptional luster, minimal contact marks, and full bell lines designation are highly sought after. Such coins can command impressive premiums in the collector market, especially when professionally graded and certified. One of the most appealing aspects of the 1956 Franklin half dollar is its silver composition. The coin contains 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it intrinsic precious metal value. It weighs 12.5 grams and has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. The silver content contributes to the coin's attractive appearance, often producing brilliant white surfaces or beautiful natural toning after decades of storage. Collectors and investors alike appreciate these coins because they combine historical significance with tangible silver value. During the mid-1950s, the United States experienced significant economic growth and social change. The Franklin half dollar circulated during a period marked by post-war prosperity, expanding industries, and increasing consumer confidence. Coins such as the 1956 half dollar were used daily in commerce, passing through countless hands as Americans purchased goods and services. Each surviving example serves as a small historical artifact from a transformative era in American history. The condition of a 1956 Franklin half dollar greatly affects its value. Circulated examples often show wear on Franklin's hair and the Liberty Bell, while uncirculated specimens retain their original mint luster and sharp design details. Coins exhibiting full bell lines on the reverse are particularly prized because they demonstrate an exceptionally strong strike. Professional grading services carefully evaluate these characteristics, assigning numerical grades that help determine market value and collector demand. Today, the 1956 Franklin half dollar remains a favorite among coin enthusiasts worldwide. It represents a unique blend of American history, artistry, and precious metal content. Whether collected as part of a complete Franklin half dollar set, acquired for its silver value, or preserved as a historical keepsake, the coin continues to captivate collectors. Its association with Benjamin Franklin, combined with the iconic Liberty Bell design and silver composition, ensures that the 1956 Franklin half dollar will remain an important and respected piece of United States numismatic heritage for generations to come. The 1954 Franklin half dollar is one of the most admired silver coins of the mid-20th century and an important part of American numismatic history. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin features a legendary American statesman Benjamin Franklin, whose contributions to science, diplomacy, literature, and the founding of the United States made him one of the most respected figures in American history. On the obverse of the coin, Franklin's right-facing portrait is displayed with the word Liberty along the rim. The national motto, "In God We Trust," appears below and to the left of the portrait, while the date 1954 is positioned beneath Franklin's image. The Franklin half-dollar series were produced from 1948 through 1963 and remains one of the most popular silver coin series among collectors today. The design of the Franklin half-dollar was created by John R. Sinek, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. Sinek's portrait captures Franklin with a dignified and realistic appearance, emphasizing the wisdom and intelligence for which he was famous. Unlike many American coins that honor presidents, the Franklin half-dollar recognizes a founding father whose achievement extended far beyond politics. Franklin's role in drafting important documents, negotiating international agreements, conducting scientific experiments, and promoting civic improvement made him a fitting subject for a national coin. The simplicity and elegance of the design have helped make the Franklin half-dollar a favorite among generations of collectors. The reverse side of the 1954 Franklin half-dollar is equally significant and features a famous Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell is one of the most recognizable symbols of American freedom and independence. Above the bell is the inscription E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, which reflects the unity of the American states. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar. A small eagle appears beside the Liberty Bell because federal law required the inclusion of an eagle on half-dollar coins. The detailed representation of the bell, including its famous crack, gives the reverse design a distinctive appearance that remains highly admired by collectors and historians alike. The 1954 Franklin half-dollar was struck at 3 different United States Mint facilities. Coins struck in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those produced in Denver display a D mint mark, and those minted in San Francisco bear an S mint mark. Millions of examples were produced during the year, ensuring that the coin remains accessible to collectors. However, examples preserved in exceptional condition are considerably scarcer than ordinary circulated pieces. High-grade coins with strong strikes and minimal contact marks are especially sought after by collectors who specialize in the Franklin half-dollar series. Like all Franklin half-dollars, the 1954 issue were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The coin weighs approximately 12.5 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Its silver composition gives it both intrinsic precious metal value and collectible appeal. The bright silver surfaces often display attractive mint luster when preserved properly. Over the decades, many surviving examples have developed beautiful natural toning in shades of gold, blue, violet, and gray, adding to their visual appeal and uniqueness. Collectors often prize naturally toned specimens because no 2 coins tone in exactly the same way. One of the most important features collectors look for on Franklin half-dollars is the full bell lines, FBL, designation. The Liberty Bell on the reverse contains a series of horizontal lines near its base. When these lines are fully struck and uninterrupted, the coin may qualify for the full bell lines designation from professional grading services. Because achieving complete bell lines was difficult during the minting process, FBL examples are much scarcer than ordinary coins. As a result, they often command substantial premiums in the collector market, particularly when found in high mint state grades. The historical setting of the 1954 Franklin half-dollar contributes significantly to its appeal. During the 1950s, the United States was experiencing strong economic growth, industrial expansion, and technological advancement. Americans enjoyed increasing prosperity and a rising standard of living. Coins such as a Franklin half-dollar circulated widely during this period, serving as an essential part of daily commerce. Every surviving 1954 Franklin half-dollar therefore represents a small piece of the post-war American experience, connecting modern collectors with an important era in the nation's development. The value of a 1954 Franklin half dollar depends on several factors, including its mint mark, overall condition, strike quality, luster, and the presence of full bell lines. Circulated examples generally trade for amounts based on their silver content and collector demand. Uncirculated examples with original mint luster are considerably more desirable, while superb gem-quality specimens graded by professional services can command impressive prices. Coins displaying full bell lines are especially valuable because of their relative scarcity and popularity among advanced collectors. Today, the 1954 Franklin half dollar remains one of the most beloved coins in American numismatics. It combines historical significance, attractive design, precious metal content, and a connection to one of America's greatest founding fathers. Whether collected as part of a complete Franklin half dollar set, preserved as a silver investment, or admired as a historical artifact, the 1954 Franklin half dollar continues to captivate collectors around the world. Its enduring popularity ensures that it will remain an important and respected piece of United States coinage history for generations to come. The 1951 Franklin half dollar is a remarkable piece of American numismatic history and one of the most popular silver coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Featuring the portrait of Benjamin Franklin, this coin represents the ideals of wisdom, independence, innovation, and public service that helped shape the United States. The obverse of the coin displays Franklin facing right, with the word liberty boldly inscribed along the rim. The national motto "In God We Trust" appears near the lower left side of the design, while the date 1951 is located beneath Franklin's portrait. The Franklin half dollar series was introduced in 1948 and remained in production until 1963, making the 1951 issue part of the early years of this historic series. The design of the Franklin half dollar was created by John R. Sinek, who served as the chief engraver of the United States Mint. Sinek's portrait of Benjamin Franklin is admired for its simplicity and realism. Unlike many American coins that feature military leaders or presidents, the Franklin half dollar honors one of America's most influential founding fathers. Franklin's achievements as a scientist, inventor, diplomat, author, and statesman made him an ideal choice for a circulating coin. His contributions to American independence and civic life continue to be celebrated through this iconic design. The reverse of the 1951 Franklin half dollar showcases the famous Liberty Bell, a symbol recognized around the world as an emblem of freedom and independence. Above the bell is the inscription "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," reflecting the unity of the American states. Around the edge of the coin are the words "United States of America" and "half dollar." A small eagle appears to the right of the Liberty Bell, included to satisfy legal requirements that half-dollar coins feature an eagle. The Liberty Bell design remains one of the most distinctive and memorable reverse designs in American coinage history. The 1951 Franklin half dollar was struck at 3 United States Mint facilities. Coins produced at Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those struck at Denver bear a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco display an S mint mark. Each mint produced substantial quantities of half dollars, but the surviving populations in high grades vary considerably. Collectors often seek examples from all 3 mints to complete a date and mint set of Franklin half dollars. Certain mint issues are more difficult to find in exceptional condition, making them particularly desirable among serious numismatists. Like all Franklin half dollars, the 1951 issue was struck in an alloy consisting of 90% silver and 10% copper. The coin weighs 12.5 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Because of its significant silver content, the coin possesses both collectible and intrinsic precious metal value. The silver composition gives the coin a distinctive appearance, often characterized by bright luster when preserved in mint condition. Over time, some examples develop attractive natural toning, which can add beauty and desirability among collectors. One of the most important grading characteristics for Franklin half dollars is the presence of full bell lines, FBL, on the reverse. The lower horizontal lines of the Liberty Bell must be complete and uninterrupted for a coin to receive the coveted full bell lines designation. Because these lines were often weakly struck or damaged through circulation, FBL examples are relatively scarce and command significant premiums in the marketplace. Collectors place great importance on this feature when evaluating high-grade Franklin half dollars, especially early-date issues such as a 1951 coin. The historical context of the 1951 Franklin half dollar adds another layer of interest. During the early 1950s, the United States was experiencing rapid economic expansion following World War II. Industry was growing, suburban communities were expanding, and Americans enjoyed increasing prosperity. Coins like the Franklin half dollar circulated widely during this era, facilitating everyday commerce throughout the country. As a result, each surviving coin serves as a small but tangible reminder of life in post-war America and the optimism that characterized the period. Condition plays a major role in determining the value and desirability of a 1951 Franklin half dollar. Circulated examples often display wear on Franklin's hair, cheek, and shoulder, as well as reduced detail on the Liberty Bell. Uncirculated specimens retain their original mint luster and exhibit sharply defined design elements. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services are particularly sought after, especially when combined with a full bell lines designation. Exceptional examples can achieve strong prices at auctions and remain prized additions to advanced collections. Today, the 1951 Franklin half dollar continues to enjoy widespread popularity among collectors and investors alike. It offers an appealing combination of historical significance, artistic design, silver content, and affordability. Whether collected as part of a complete Franklin half dollar series, preserved as a silver investment, or admired as a piece of American history, the 1951 Franklin half dollar remains an enduring symbol of the nation's heritage. Its connection to Benjamin Franklin and the Liberty Bell ensures its lasting place among the most respected and beloved coins in United States numismatics. The 1960 Franklin half dollar is one of the final issues in the famous Franklin half dollar series, a coin collection that remains highly respected among numismatists and silver coin enthusiasts. This historic coin was produced by the United States Mint and features a portrait of Benjamin Franklin, one of the most influential figures in American history. Franklin was a scientist, inventor, diplomat, writer, philosopher, and founding father whose contributions helped shape the United States. On the obverse of the coin, Franklin's right-facing portrait dominates the design. Above him appears the word Liberty, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned below and to the left. The date 1960 is displayed beneath the portrait, marking the year of issue. The coin's elegant and dignified appearance reflects Franklin's importance in American history and continues to attract collectors from around the world. The design of the Franklin half dollar was created by John R. Sinek, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. His portrait of Franklin is widely praised for its realism and simplicity. Rather than portraying a military leader or president, the design honors a man whose achievements in science, diplomacy, education, and public service left a lasting impact on the nation. Franklin's image on the coin symbolizes intelligence, innovation, and civic responsibility. His inclusion on a circulating coin was intended to celebrate the ideals that contributed to the founding and development of the United States. The reverse of the 1960 Franklin half dollar features the famous Liberty Bell, one of the most enduring symbols of American independence. The bell is shown in remarkable detail, including the famous crack that has become part of its identity. Above the bell appears the inscription E Pluribus Unum, which translates from Latin as out of many, one. Around the outer edge are the words United States of America and half dollar. To the right of the bell is a small eagle, included to satisfy federal requirements that half-dollar coins feature an eagle somewhere in the design. The Liberty Bell symbolizes freedom, democracy, and the birth of the American nation, making it an appropriate reverse design for a coin honoring Benjamin Franklin. The 1960 Franklin half dollar was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mint facilities. Coins struck in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those produced in Denver feature a D mint mark on the reverse near the Liberty Bell. Millions of examples were produced during the year, making the 1960 issue relatively available to collectors today. However, finding coins in exceptional mint state condition remains challenging because many pieces entered circulation and experienced wear through everyday use. High-grade examples with strong strikes and attractive luster are especially valued by collectors. Like all Franklin half dollars, the 1960 issue was struck using an alloy composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The coin weighs approximately 12.5 grams and has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. Its substantial silver content gives it both numismatic and intrinsic value. During the 1960s, silver coins were still common in American circulation, but rising silver prices would eventually lead to significant changes in United States coinage. Today, the silver content of the 1960 Franklin half dollar makes it attractive not only to collectors, but also to investors interested in precious metals. One of the most important features sought by collectors is the full bell lines, FBL, designation. On the reverse of the coin, the Liberty Bell contains several horizontal lines near its base. When these lines are complete, uninterrupted, and sharply struck, professional grading services may award the coin the full bell lines designation. This characteristic is considered evidence of an exceptional strike and significantly increases collector interest. Coins with full bell lines are much scarcer than ordinary examples and often command substantial premiums in the marketplace, particularly in higher grades. The year 1960 was an important period in American history. The nation was experiencing rapid technological advancement, economic growth, and social change. The space race was intensifying, industries were expanding, and American culture was evolving. Franklin half dollars circulated throughout this dynamic era, passing through the hands of millions of Americans in everyday transactions. As a result, each surviving 1960 Franklin half dollar serves as a tangible connection to a fascinating period in the nation's development and prosperity. The condition of a 1960 Franklin half dollar plays a major role in determining its value. Circulated examples typically show wear on Franklin's hair, cheek, and shoulder, as well as on the Liberty Bell's details. Uncirculated examples retain their original mint luster and sharp design elements. Coins graded at the highest mint state levels by professional grading services are especially desirable. Specimens that combine outstanding preservation, brilliant surfaces, and full bell lines designation are among the most sought-after coins in the Franklin half dollar series. Today, the 1960 Franklin half dollar remains a favorite among collectors because it combines historical importance, beautiful design, and precious metal content. It represents one of the last chapters in the Franklin half dollar series before it was replaced in 1964 by the John F. Kennedy half dollar following President Kennedy's assassination. Whether collected for its silver value, historical significance, artistic appeal, or connection to Benjamin Franklin, the 1960 Franklin half dollar continues to hold a respected place in American numismatics. More than 6 decades after its release, it remains a cherished reminder of America's heritage, values, and enduring tradition of coin collecting.